Yo, hey guys, I'm back. This is Goyona with me. She is a black rat snake, gray rat snake hybrid with the gene Calico. Essentially the Calico gene is was found in it's believed to be found in a gray rat snake, but obviously a snake that looks like this is not going to be able to tell whether it's a gray rat snake or a black rat snake. We do know it was crossed pretty quickly with the black rat snake, so it is considered a hybrid gene by many people. But I am taking it further into the Eastern black rat snake category. But anyway, this is not what the video is about. I wanted to go ahead and make a video about my top 2 gene combination for corn snakes. So I'm over here and I am on Evan's Vivarium. This is a very useful site where we want to learn about like what's on the market and what you can find with corn snakes. And so on Evan's Vivarium, you scroll down a little bit and you'll start seeing like just a long list. So let me just explain the website. Generally what you see, first you see the wild type, so this is what the corn snakes will look like in the wild, depending on localities. Two things I want to point out is that the Miami and the Orchid, that's kind of, though they are considered normals, they're more refined to look a specific way. So I just wanted to go ahead and point that out. Then you see the single recessive genes listed next. So if you had 2 copies of these genes, you make it homozygous. This is what the snake would look like. You scroll down further, you see the single incomplete dominant gene, which there's really 1 or 2 genes depending on who you ask. So the palmetto is technically a leucistic gene, and it's we consider it a complete dominant gene because when you're looking at a clutch of het palmettos and possible you have a clutch of palmettos and a clutch, but in the clutch you have you might have het palmettos and you have and then you have normal snakes, and sometimes you can tell the het palmettos away from the normal snakes visually. So that's something that you can look at. And it does appear to be incomplete dominance, but as we're looking at albinos and other hypos, you really can't tell for het palmetto very well. So that's something to look at. And then you get to the single dominant genes, which are going to be the buff, Mazik, Tsara, and Toffee. Buff and Toffee are just about the same gene, and Mazik and Tsara are both dominant genes. And you know about Topaz if you've seen any of my other videos, because I love my Topaz and the name and everything. So then it gets down to the double traits, the two gene combinations. So let's go ahead and talk about just my favorite ones, and I'll go down the list. So this is in no particular order. The first thing that really stands out to me is I'm not going to count Tsara or Mazik in these gene combinations, just because they are dominant genes and they don't really affect the color so much, but do occasionally affect the pattern. So I will talk about that a little bit. So just going down the list, the first thing that comes to my mind is the Anari Sunkissed, which is called the it's the Anari Sunkissed. So you have a gray, white and gray snake that has a lot of yellow coming up into the saddles, which looks really cool. So I really like that. So the next one I like to look at is the Sindor and Sunkissed gene. So what that does, it makes a gray snake with a really crazy pattern. So gray and black, and not really any color in there, but the pattern is really shadowed. So the morph combination is called shadowed, and it looks really cool. And if you actually do mix Tessera into that pattern, it can really take it to a new level. So Tessera, and you can tell that it's a Tessera when you have, even with the shadow. So it looks really cool. A lot of people like that. So that's just one of the two gene combinations I really like a lot. So another nice looking gene combination that looks amazing is the anarthristic in dilutes. This gene combination is called blue, so it looks like the snake is kind of in shed. It makes for a white colored cornsnake with gray saddle borders, and it looks really cool. It looks a lot like a white oaks rat snake. So a lot of if you probably don't know what that looks like, but I'm going to pop a picture up also. So that looks really cool. A lot of people like those. Like the blue, that's a really cool gene combination. A gene combination that people really like is called fire, and that's amelanistic plus diffused. Diffused is more of a pattern mutation, but when you mix it with amelanistic, it makes for a very bright red snake, and a lot of people really like it. A lot of your files will have the Mazik gene in it also, and Mazik as a pattern, I think it makes the pattern more pixelated on the sides of the corn snakes to really. I think that's what takes the diffuse gene and it makes it really more that blood red look that a lot of people like from that. And we'll get to the blood reds. Let's go ahead and talk about blood reds actually. So blood red is there is some selective breeding in there, so you have some really nice old school blood reds that look amazing, but also you can call pretty much any snake that has a good amount of red on it that has the diffuse gene and the Mazik gene. Those can be pretty commonly considered blood reds by most breeders. It won't be the old school blood reds, but it is still blood reds. It still would be called blood red by most people, and in a lot of classifications. Here we get another really cool one is the ghost. So ghost is hypomelanistic plus the anery. Very fine gene combination. People really like the ghost. When you look at Saphiron, he is a hypoberry anery Tessera. So his color is actually coming from the strawberry and the anery gene. The strawberry and head hypomelanistic. So he looks a lot like a ghost, maybe a little more of a berry color in him actually. So coming down, another cool gene combination is going to be your ice. Now ice is kind of pretty uncommon. It is your lava plus anarthristic. It kind of looks like lava. Kind of looks a lot like the ultramel gene combination. Now ultramel is a gene combination between two recessive genes, but they're allelic. So instead of doing two copies of both genes to make the combination, you do one copy of both genes to make the combination. So it's the ultra gene and the amelanistic gene. You put that together, you get your ultramels. And Goriona is really tightening down my wrist. I love it. I love that feeling. It's really cute when they're really small like this. I mean, it could be I don't think it's ever going to be a problem when she's like, 7 feet long and whatnot. But yeah, it's cool. Hypo's one of those genes that you put it with just a normal. Hypo looks amazing by itself, but you can make any snake really light all with hypomelanistic, so it's just really cool. Another really cool gene combination that is really cool and a lot of people really like it is the is the Mandarin gene. So that is the let's see, make sure I pronounce this right. Castani plus the amelanistic. So it makes it look kind of a bright orange, like whitish snake. It looks really cool. I'll have pictures up here, of course, showing what it looks like on the Evans Vivarium. So another cool gene combination is the lavender gene with the sun-kissed gene. This is Orchid. I'm actually planning on getting Orchid. I may not get one this year, depending on if I get a male, if it's only a male or if it's only a female. If it's a female, I'll buy it, but if it's a male, I'm not going to. But Orchids look amazing. I think a lot of it comes down to selective breeding on the Orchids. For what I understand, I haven't seen too many, and not too many people are working with the gene combination. But Sunkiss plus Labrador looks amazing, so I do like the Orchid a lot. And that's so it's 2 gene combinations. That's one I'm very much interested in as of this moment. Oh, very, very popular 2 gene combination is the Snow. So that's amelanistic plus anathoristic. So you get an all white snake, and it might have remnants a pattern on it. You will also get a little bit of if it has any red factor genes in it, you'll get pink or yellow. Yellow in the pattern of it too, and that's really cool also. So the Snow is a very common gene combination. Essentially, if you buy a captive bred Cornsnake, if it's there's always the possibility that any captive bred Cornsnake will be het for amelanistic or even anathoristic, because they're both very common genes. The first captive bred, the first Cornsnake gene discovered was the amelanistic, and that was back in the 1965-ish. So since then, that line has been in captivity, and it's very unless you know both parents came from the wild, there's a possibility that your snake is het amelanistic and you just don't know it. So that is, but Snow anathoristic is kind of common too, especially if you have an amel snake. There's a possibility that it's also het for anathoristic. It's a possibility. So, but Snow is a very, very common combination. You see it at almost every single expo. You'll see it all over Morph. You'll see these at pet stores. Snow is sometimes called albino, despite the fact that it's not actually an albino. Because albino just means that the snake has no melanin, and if you remove the melanin from a corn snake, it's still yellow and red and whatnot. So you get a Snow with anathoristic and an amel. Oh wait, another 2 gene combination is the Topaz, which is the caramel and lava. So lava, like I said, looks like the ultra melanistic, the ultramel gene combination, and so technically that is a 2 gene combination for between lava and caramel, and it does look a lot like a Golddust Cornsnake, which I do love. So that's really cool. There was one honorable mention I want to bring up, and that is because of the gene relation between the ultra and amel. You know, the ultramel gene combination, which is both 2 heads mixed together, and that is the Golddust. So Alumi over here, she is a Golddust Tessera, and I love Golddust. I love it a lot. It's probably one of my favorite, just simple gene combinations. I'm having an honorable mention because it doesn't really require really that much more complicated breeding than you would get already and whatnot. So yeah, those are my favorite gene combinations. for 2 gene combinations for corn snakes. If you like this video, let me know, and I might make, my favorite 3 gene combinations, or just not these genes mixed with Shatter and whatnot. So, if you want to find about 3 gene combinations, hit me up, and I'll make a good list, and we'll have some fun talking about and showing off the pictures of these genes. Anyway, thanks for watching. I am going to go ahead and put Goriona back up. She is being quite handleable, and she's always been handleable. But I'm going to go ahead and put her back up and get another snake out and continue on handling my snakes today. So thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, leave a comment. Please leave a comment. I really like comments a lot, as well as the algorithm, but mostly I like the comments because I can talk to you and it's amazing. Anyway, thanks. I'm out. See ya.